I think one of the main advantages of starting out at a community college is that it's not as large. It's much easier for individuals to get lost within a university system as opposed to a college system, to where there's a much smaller ratio of students to faculty members, and therefore, you're able to get your needs attended to much easier. And the fact that you're closer to home, one thing I did notice was that there were a lot of returning adults that were going to college that had families, had babies and husbands and wives. And to be able to have that family support there meant a great deal. So community college, to me, would be a stepping stone. It would help prepare you that if you so decide to go to a four-year university, that you will be conditioned to be able to survive that type of environment.
I mean, I agree with that. I think a community college you can look at it as it's a training ground for, it's a stepping stone, it's a training ground. It's a time that you can prove yourself. If you have plans of going, if you think that you're capable of succeeding and competing in a major university, and you have that desire and that passion and that thirst, I think the community colleges, they offer you the opportunity where you can prove yourself, and that idea that you have in your mind, that you can put it on paper, because you can get good grades, you can participate, you can become involved, you can prove that even though you might have not gotten a good score in a standardized test, that you can prove the caliber and the type of student that you are, the grade that you get, your relationship with your professors. And I think that's a unique opportunity for students like myself that we didn't do as good on the SAT. I think a community colleges gives us the opportunity where you can, excel, and you can train, and you can get ready for that next step. So,
my message to students looking to join a community college to start their college career would be two separate messages to two groups. One, definitely piggyback on what Jose said, in terms of it being a place to develop you as a person, as a student, and as a professional, and giving opportunities to students who may not have done so well on certain tests, so that they know that it's not the end of the world, and that many people have walked through these same doors and gone beyond them, starting at or below where they are, and they should still be encouraged and be happy and proud of themselves for even making the commitment to go. And onto that, I would say where you start does not dictate where you end up. So to the other students who may have had the scores but chose for other reasons, like myself, I wanted to be closer to my family. I was a working student, I was a commuter student. Community college gave me the flexibility to do that, to continue working. Professors were understanding that you probably worked, especially if you took night classes. They assumed that you were a working student. A lot of them preferred it that way, and they communicated with the students more. I had incredible professors who didn't choose a community college because there's nothing else to do, but because they wanted to be in the community within a certain demographic of students. So it's definitely, it's a building block. No matter how you look at it, it's not a setback, it's not a second-rate school or in any kind of sense. It's a community that's there to develop you professionally, personally, and just to prepare you for the next step. So.